morning, dears. Next chapter for first unit test we have statistics. This is a chapter in which we deal with data, is it? And there are so many words apart from the data that you should know, you should read. Once you go through the chapter, you will be getting so many new words that you should read beforehand. Now, when we read about the data, we have different type of data. What is this? Primary data, secondary data, raw data, arrayed data, etc. What is this primary data? Now, first question also you have in exercise 17.1. Define primary data and secondary data. The primary data is that which is collected by the investigator himself through personal observation with a definite plan or design in mind. Example, the data collected by the teacher on the performance of student in maths. It is called primary data, where investigator is collecting the data himself. And in the secondary data, the data is collected by somebody else beforehand and the investigator work on that data for some specific purpose. Secondary data is that which have been collected previously by someone, a layman, other than the investigator, but it is used by the investigator for some specific purpose. It is mostly used to analyze the information already gathered by someone else for some other purposes. Example, government reports, that is collected by someone else and presented by someone else. Is it? So, investigator that he present the data, but it is collected by somebody else. So, this is primary data and secondary data. Now, what is the, how to present this data? We have raw data when we collect it, and when we represent it, we represent it in arranged form. That is called array data. Now, we have certain terms which is used in statistics. First is variable. Variable is a quantity which can take different values. For example, height, weight and age of a children of class 9. Number of girls studying, number of married women working, etc. Variable are of two types, continuous and discrete. Now, what is continuous variable? The variable which can take away value between two given values. For example, it is specified that the weight of a fire extinguisher must be between 5 to 10 kg. Then, different fire extinguisher may taken or any value between 5 and 10 kg. Now, what is discrete, which has a particular value? It may be 6 kg, it may be 7 kg, it may be 8 kg. For continuous variable, it should be between 5 and 10. But what happens in discrete? The variable which cannot take all positive values between the two given values. For example, the members in the family can be very specific value. We cannot have the numbers of member as 5.4 or 2.6. So continuous, which we can take it in decimal or can take any value between two given values. But discrete, which has a fixed specific value. Now, range. The difference between maximum and minimum values of a variable is known as range. What is the variate? It is a particular value of a variable, that is variate. Tally marks is a slanting lines used in a frequency table. Is it? Now we have frequency. Frequency is a number that tells us the number of times the variate appears in the given data. Now we have two ways to show this frequency distribution. One is ungrouped data, second is grouped data. Ungrouped, we take the particular value, and in grouped we take as a group. Okay. Then we have inclusive frequency and exclusive frequency. This all we'll be reading about it later. Now you just come to the exercise. Define primary data and secondary data. You can write. Explain the meaning of the following terms. That everything is there in the book. You can write it. You can see. Variate. What is the variate? Just only we read. Variate is a particular value of a variable. Class mark is the average of upper limit and lower limit. No. Yes, it is the when we have a class interval. See, this is a class interval in which we have a group data 5 to 10, 0 to 5, 10 to 15. These are called class interval. Now, taking anyone 10 to 15, this is called lower limit and this is called upper limit. Clear? Now, what is the class mark? Class mark is average of this two, 10 plus 15 by 2, or you can write half into 10 plus 15. Is up to you, doesn't matter. Is the average of upper limit and lower limit of class mark, class interval. Now, what is true class limit? True class limit is this. See, here these are called true class limit. 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15. It includes data 0 to 5, not 5. Here it includes 5 to 9.9, not 10. Is it? These are called true. This is called true class limit. But if it is 1 to 10, 11, or it is called true or actual. See here. See, we have some grouped data as 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, so on. Clear? So these are called, 10 is lower limit and 20 is upper limit. Is it? Again, 20 comes as a lower limit and 30 comes as a upper limit. Is it? These are called true. Here the limits are actual or true. So what is true? When we group a number of variates together, then the lowest value of the variate and the highest value of the variate from the class limit, when we have this overlapping values, it is true class limits, and when we have non-overlapping, then you can write it here, overlapping class intervals are called true class limits, and non-overlapping, that is 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30. You can see it is non-overlapping. Here 10 to 20, 20 to 30, this 20 is written twice. So if it is exactly 20, when we have 20 as a lower limit, we include in that group. But here it is discontinuous, it is non-overlapping. So to represent this, we have to convert it into overlapping. What this will be converted here, it will be 0.5 to 10.5, 10.5 to 20, 19.5. 19.5, sorry, 10.5 reduced and added. This will be 20.5. 20.5 to 30.5 means we are reducing 0.5 from lower limit and adding 0.5 to upper limit. This is to converted in overlapping. We cannot show the distribution in non-overlapping data. We have to convert it into overlapping data. So this is when we have overlapping class limits, they are called true class limits. Then we have frequency. What is frequency? Which tells how many times variate appears in the given data, that is called frequency. So this all, you just write it in the copy. Now question number 3, it says the marks obtained by the student in a class test are given below. Now you have given the marks. Arrange the above marks in a classes each with the class size of 5 and answer the following. Now here we have to arrange it in a grouped frequency table. Is it? To arrange it in grouped frequency table, we have to see the minimum marks and the maximum marks. And once we see the minimum and maximum marks, we have to divide it into 5 groups. Is it? Divide it with a width of 5. Now you can see what is the minimum marks we have. 12. Is it? And the maximum we have, what is maximum? 48. Is it? Yes. So what we'll be writing here? We'll be writing class intervals. See here. Question number 3. We'll write here class intervals, tally, frequency. Done? Now you see, they have told you class size of 5, means width should be 5. So we can take 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 25 to 30, 30 to 35, 35 to 40, 40 to 45, and 45 to 50. These are the class widths we have taken. Clear? Now the first you can see 31, that comes in the group of 30 to 35. Second is 12, 10 to 15. Then 28, 25 to 30. Then we have 45. Then we have 45, 45 to 50, 32. I have told you exact 45, so that will come when we have lower limit as 45. 32, that comes in 30 to 35. 16, 15 to 20. Oh, sorry, 49 here. 40 to 40, 45 to 50. 12, that will come here again. 18 here. 26 here. 34 here. 29 here. 28 again here. 25 here. 46 here. 32 here. 13, 10 to 15, 14, 10 to 15, 26. So this is here. 25 once again here. 34, when we will have 34, here we will have 34. 23, this will be here. Again 23 here. 25 will have it here. Excuse me. 45, 33, 32, 35. This will be 33. Then 22. This will be here. 18. 37. So 35 to 40 will have it 37. Tally, we know we have group of 5, is it? 26, that will come in the same group. Then 19 in this group. 20 here. 30, exact 30 for this group. 28 in this group. Once again 38 in this group. 42 here. 21. So that will come 20 to 25 is group. 36 in this group. 19, 15 to 20 is group. Exact 20. So this will come in this group. 40 will come in this group. 48 here down. 15, that exact 15 to 20. 46 in this. 26 here. 23 here. 33 here. 47 here. And 40 here. So we have a frequency. This is nothing we have. 4, 6, 7, 11, 8, 3, 3, 7. Total, you just add how much it comes. 7, 3, 10, 3, 13, 8, 21, 11, 32, 7, 39, 6, 45, 49. How many students we have? See here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. It means we left something. Something is left now. 10, 10, 7. Where we have left, dear? Now see. First column. 1, 2, 3. First one is 31. This column 1, 12, 2, 28. We'll see now something. One data I have left somewhere. I don't know what. Where and what I have left. Okay, just I'll check it and tell you. See, otherwise I'll check it now. First is 31. See, once again I'm just checking it. I'm not rubbing that. Simply it is first we have 31. That comes in this column. 12 here, 28 here, 45 here, 32, 60. Sorry, 32, 16, 49, 12, 10 to 15, 12 is here, 18, 26, 34, 39, 29, 28, 25, 46, 32, 13, 14, 26, 25, 34, 23, again 23, 25, then 45, 33, 22, 18, 37, 26, this will be here, 19, 20, 30, 28, 38, 42, 21, 36, 19, 20, 40, 48, 15, 46, 26, 23, 33, 47, 40. Now where here I have committed mistake. This is 4. So total we got 50. This is called frequency distribution table. Like this we have to draw frequency distribution table. Then we have certain questions. What is the highest score? What is highest score you have seen? That is 49. Is it? The first you can see in the beginning only. Highest score is 49. Now the answers I am writing here. Answers 3A. Highest score is 49. What is the lowest score? Lowest score what we have got? That is 12. Is it? B is a 12. The lowest score was 12. Yes. What is the range? See, 49 minus 12. So 37 is the range. Is it, if a passing mark is 20, how many students are failed? So who got less than 20? 4 plus 6. 10 students. You see, this is 10 to 15 and this is 15 to 20. Exact 20 I have placed here. So this 6 plus 4, this 10 students are failed. Is it? How many students got 40 or more marks? So this 2 have got 40 and more marks. 3 plus 7. Again 10 students. Number E, 10 students. So these are the answers for question number 3. Similarly, you have to do question number 4. Just see, again you have to draw the frequency distribution table. Then they have given you further questions that you have to write it. Okay. So number 4. Then find the class boundaries and class marks of the following numbers. Now what is this class boundary? I have told you upper limit and lower limit. They are the limits of class intervals. Now if they have to find the class boundaries for overlapping class intervals, class boundaries are as it is. But for non-overlapping class intervals, class boundaries are, we have to convert it overlapping class intervals, is it? Now how to get, just see, question number 5. See, for I have told you overlapping class intervals are, that is 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, dash dash dash. For class boundaries for overlapping class interval are same. So this what class boundaries also will be same. So class boundaries 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 goes on. But for non-overlapping, as 0 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, class boundaries will be we have to convert it into overlapping. It was 1 to 10, 0.5 to 10.5, 10.5 to 20.5. This will be the class boundaries, like that. We have to convert it into overlapping. How to convert non-overlapping to overlapping? We have to subtract lower limit minus 0.5 and upper limit plus 0.5 to convert, is it? This is called class boundaries. Now here in the question number 5, they have given you non-overlapping. So we have to convert it into overlapping. That would be the class boundaries. Here we'll be writing number 5, class intervals, class boundaries and class marks. Clear? Now the first one is 55 to 59. Then we have 60 to 64, 65 to 69, 70 to 74, 75 to 79, 80 to 84, 85 to 89, 90 to 94 and 95 to 99. Just only I have told you from lower limit we have to subtract 0.5 and from upper limit we have to add 0.5. So what will be this? 54.5 to 59.5, 59.5 to 64.5, 64.5 to 69.5, 69.5 to 74.5. See, I am not changing. The width is still 4. Is it? 59.5 minus 54.5, you are getting 4. Here the width was 4. Width means the how many numbers it consists? 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. It is taking from 55 to 59, all the numbers it consists. The same thing, it consists 54.5 to 59.5, 74.5 to 79.5, 79.5 to 84.5, 84.5 to 89.5 and 89.5 to 94.5 and 94.5 to 99.5. This is converted into continuous class interval, or that is called class boundaries. How to get class mark? I have told you 55 plus 59 by 2. This gives you 114 by 2, or this gives you 57. Is it? So like this, everyone will get 62, 67, 72, 77, 82, 87, 92, 97. This will be the class marks. So like this, we have to do question number 5. Okay. Now question number, find actual or true lower and upper class limits and class marks of the following classes. This we'll do next day. Okay. Leave it up to question number 5. You have to do question number 4 and you have to write those things for what is 1 and 2 it is given. So leave it till here for today. Thank you.